Guy Connecticut back in here with another video. You know what time it is. You already saw the title of this video, and it's not clickbait. Your friends are trash, and so are you. And I mean it. I'm not being mean, I'm being honest, okay? See, I'm very different than anyone watching this video. I'm very unique. And I don't want that to discourage you, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use my insight to give you advice for your future. See, finding friends is hard. It's real fucking hard. Finding people who want to remain unexceptional is real easy. Those motherfuckers are everywhere. Now, I'm sure you know somebody who you want to help begin their journey, help them with that. Or maybe you even want to help them hop in your bandwagon. This is a video that you need to send to them so that they can learn what you're about to already know. See, some of my videos aren't always for the mainstream people. In fact, most times they're not. Most often, my videos are for you. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I think starting out so that you can see it in your day-to-day are people who made a lot of mistakes. We're talking about 30-year-old waitresses, 40-year-old delivery drivers, people who work in retail that are, in their late 20s or even early 30s. If you could look at these people's past, you'd see a string of mistakes just flowing like a river that got them to this day where you're in the store and you also see them. You're both in that same store looking at each other, and there's a story for both of you. How did you get there? How did they get there? Do you go clock in somewhere and work some dumbass job like they do? We need to get you out of that. I want to help you with that. And most people are going to be working these dumbass jobs because most people are unexceptional and deserve to be there. That's a fact. But the question in this video is, do you deserve to be there? And if you do you have the desire to do what it takes to get out? Now, this is going to be less of a step-by-step kind of thing, right? And more of a surrounding yourself with the people that will give you the energy to do so. See, I'm a big believer in the supernatural. I believe in energy and things of that nature, right? The whole universe. There's a whole universe out there, right? So we're not going to be talking about the magics and powers of the universe, right? We're not going to be talking about the force necessarily in this video. But what we are going to talk about is surrounding yourself with positive energy. And when you look at these people who are doing these mundane jobs and they're past 26, 27, there's some mistakes being made. And in fact, if you're watching this and you're in your 20s and you're doing some mundane work, it's not too late for you. But your trajectory needs to change while it's still a good time frame for you to change and still be successful. Look, there's people who are 20, 21, 22 who are literal millionaires. And you're telling me you're over there giving a motherfucker a bagel and you're happy? You're not. That's why you're in this video. Because you're either reminding yourself, using it to motivate you to continue being a boss, or you want to become a boss. So how do we do that? Well, first we're going to try to surround you with people who are also bosses or want to become bosses. They say you are birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. It's true. Now, when you look at these people that I use as examples, these people often have kids. These people should never be having children. People in the ghetto, people working at shitty 9-to-5s. If you don't make $120,000 or more a year, and that number will only go up with time, you don't deserve children and you shouldn't be having children. But a lot of you aren't even thinking about that kind of thing, so we're not going to delve into that. But just know that if you want to set your life up for the future, you need wealth, you need good health, and you need to be able to walk away from everything else. Strong mind, strong body, you know? And that's another reason that I say, when I meet someone, if I just meet you, I'm going to look at you and size you up. I'm going to judge you for who you are. But if I meet you with your girl, I'm going to look at her because you brought the weaker of the two of the party members. And if there's any flaws that I can see as a representation of you, it's going to be in her because the man is always stronger in the relationship. So if there's any obvious signs of weakness, it's going to show in her first. So if your bitch is fat, I'm looking at you. That doesn't look good for you. And real quick, let's talk about fat people. Don't have fat friends. No fat fucking friends. And if you're the fat friend, stop being a fat fuck. Why? Because what you put into your own body is one of the most basic forms of self-control that you can have, right? What you shove down your own throat says a lot about you. When somebody shows up looking like a superhero, looking fucking good, right? Everyone knows that it didn't just fucking happen overnight. You didn't just roll out of bed with a fucking six-pack with muscles and veins flexing out of your body. That's not how it works. Although you can sort of just roll out of bed as a fucking fat roly-poly.
Hey, drink the bud. Here, take the cup. Hey, take the cup. Ah!
Please remain stationary. A service bot will be here to assist you momentarily.
Stewards? Hello?
Please remain
help.
stationary. A service bot will be here to assist you momentarily.
What's that? What's going on?
That doesn't take a lot of effort. You just have to keep telling yourself yes to the easy things. But to look like a god, you have to say no to the easy things and yes to the hard things.
I can't just sit here and do nothing. That's all I've ever done. That's all anyone in this blasted ship has ever done. Nothing.
And that's why better looking people always get more respect than people who don't. You can have two people equally qualified for anything, for a friendship, to be part of a team, for a relationship, for a fucking Zoom call, it doesn't matter. Equally qualified. The fat person will always lose. Even if they're more qualified, they're gonna lose because naturally people are drawn to aesthetic things. Cars, houses, whatever. Other people, obviously. So that's the first thing. Don't be a fat fuck. Don't associate with fat fucks. Now, if you have friends who are already fat, this again is a video to send to them. Show them some tough love. Get them looking good. Because once you can tell yourself no to the easy stuff, you can begin to tell yourself yes to the hard things. And that's how you're going to get ahead. So, number one, no fat friends, okay? Now, here's another thing, right? On the list of people who have made mistakes are also roommates, right? If you see a chick who's 30 and she's looking for a roommate, that's also a list of mistakes. Not that she should be successful, but she should have a successful partner that she can keep and make happy, which in turn is what makes her a successful woman. You're just some female until you find a man who is worthy of being a king and you can keep him as your king. You're just another chick out there, nothing special. So when you see girls who do this kind of thing and they're looking for roommates, they're working shitty jobs, steer clear of that. That's why it's always good to date younger, because the older a chick is and unsuccessful in her life, meaning she hasn't found a husband, she can't make a home, she can't keep a good man, the more likely it is that she's the defective product. And she's a lot harder to instill good values into and good habits into. So that's number one. Number two, you need to trim the fat, okay? Cut off friends that aren't going your way, you know? Let's be honest. Maybe it's you who don't deserve them. That's possible. Or maybe it's them who don't deserve you. For instance, let's say your friends are doing things in life. I don't know, maybe they're making YouTube videos, maybe they're struggling on TikTok, but they're trying shit, right? And you're just fucking working at Staples. You don't deserve the friends around you. Now, maybe they've been nice enough, soft enough, possibly dumb enough to keep you around. But this is your wake-up call. And maybe in this case, don't send them the video, because they're going to be like, hey, I'm the one trying here. This video says I should drop you. But maybe do send them the video, because if they tell you that to your face, maybe you'll be like, hey, fuck, maybe I should be hopping on your team. But it could also be the other way around. And the fact that you're on this video learning and trying to improve yourself, your health, and your wealth, that means that it's probably them who needs some improvement. You too, obviously, but do send them the video, because you are trying to improve health, self, and wealth. And maybe they're the ones working at Staples, or maybe you're both working at Staples, but you're the only one trying to find a way out of it. But you need to understand first, in general, with the relationships around you, what the situation is. Are you already in a situation where there's people and good influences, your friends going to the gym and trying to do things with their lives, and you're kind of the slob? Or are you maybe a slob, but you're looking to elevate to the next level, and your friends are just, sitting around maybe playing video games, like just not getting with it? Figure that out, and you'll figure out kind of what you need to do going forward. Cut off females that don't inspire you. If she argues with you, drop her. Let me say that one more time. Cut off females that don't inspire you. If she argues with you, drop her. No one has time to be arguing with you, because you're the leader in the relationship. You're the man, or at least you're a male who is working to become a man. That's why you're here. One of the two, right? You're already a man trying to grow stronger, or you're a male who realizes he's got to elevate. That's why you're here. Be a leader. If she's arguing with you, she doesn't respect your leadership, and she doesn't deserve your leadership. It is also possible that you're just a difficult motherfucker. And maybe she's this sweet girl who always cleans up behind you, doesn't give you attitude, listens to you, stays fit, does her makeup, tries really hard, and it's you just being a jerk. In that case, drop her anyways. You might would have thought I'd say keep her, but no, clearly you're not ready, and she shouldn't have to endure, okay? So either your chick sucks and she's lame, and I don't mean suck in a good way, she's just lame and you need to drop her, or you're the problem and you still need to drop her, because something's wrong with you, and that's going to take time to fix. But maybe you do have a great girl who does all the wonderful things. She's looking nice, she's staying fit, she's helping you out, she's in your corner. That's the girl to keep. If you don't have that, which almost no man does, is very rare. And I say almost no man because there's, billions of Westerners, and most of them are very unhappy. So it's a small percentage of men who find really good women in their lives. So odds are that's not you. Drop her if she's not meeting the qualifications. A fighting female has to be left to die alone. Facts are the facts. Now, the next thing you're going to want to look into is finding physical interactions with other people, mostly men, but co-ed activities, especially like sports and things like that, are fun too. Okay? And you want to find people who are both fit and focused. And the reason for fit is what we talked earlier. How someone looks on the outside is a direct reflection of their mental capacity and ability to exert control over themselves, and thus having the capability, or at least potential, to exert control over their surroundings. If you can't control here, how you can control there? Huh? You can't! Trick answer. Trick question. You fucking can't. So, what do you need to do? Well, it's simple, okay? What you need to do is find activities, find places, find events, things. You need to be out into the world, because people on the internet are all of it. You've heard of the dead internet theory, saying that there's a bunch of bots that you're talking to. Who knows how true that is? But what I can tell you is that people sure do act a lot like bots. These people don't want to leave the house. They'll say they'll meet up with you. They'll say they'll do anything. Dudes too. These weak-ass males do not want to improve. You can try to find spaces online, but the main place you're going to find people who are actually real people trying to do real things are in the real world. They're already out there doing something, and you're the one coming along. They're already about it. You're the one who needs to prove that you're about it too. And you're showing up, you are about it. That's why you're there. You watched this video, you went and did the thing. Now you have people who are about it doing something. And those can be new friends. There's other steps that you can do to further your advancement in the world, but that's not for this video. This is for the bare basics, you know? And that's to get you out there to find people who are going to go your way, who are going to help elevate you to the next level. There is one thing I want to be super clear about. You first need to find the motivation in yourself. And the reason is because when you tie your motivation to someone else, even if it's a friend, even if it's a girlfriend, then when they're not motivated, when they're feeling weak, you're going to feel weak. And that can hold you back. When you become friends with someone, you automatically emotionally intertwine yourself. And if you want to elevate yourself to the next level, it can't be entirely dependent on your intertwinability with your partners. And by partners, I mean like business partners, or your girlfriend, or your friendship partners. No homo shit. You know what I mean here. So if you have that inner drive first, and then you bring people in, when they're down, you'll have the ability to poof them up, you know? Puff, puff. Anybody play Dragon Quest? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. What you have to do is have the drive first, then find the people. And to kind of just bring it all together, right? Just in a nice little package so that you can have it set in your mind what to do, is you need to find the inner strength. Watching videos like these are going to help you, because right now you're probably alone. There's not a lot of people just running around with tons of inner strength, you know? Even people in the gym doesn't mean they have tons of inner strength. They're doing really good at this one thing, which is an indication that they are more likely to have a lot of more inner strength than other people. But it doesn't always mean that. It's easy for you to feel alone, and it's easy to be alone because it's hard to find people who want to move up in the world. If you just want to sit around and just fucking play games, waste time, drink and party, yeah, there's people for that. But if you really want to do something with your life, there's a lot less people for that. So find the inner strength. Then go out from your home and find people, real people doing things. Find them by playing sports or going to events. Not like concerts, but, you know, like business events in your area. Maybe for day trading or something like that. Connect with people who are trying to make that money, because these are people who are going to be able to help their friends, their families, and of course, have more than enough for themselves. And those are the people that you want to be around and that you want to include in your life. And also, I can't be more clear than this. You have to trim the fat. Your friends suck, and so do you. If you keep them around, you're as bad as they are. They don't want to fly? Clearly you don't either, because you're carrying these dead weight motherfuckers around and then saying that you're going to go fly around the world. No, you're not. They're too fucking heavy and they're too fucking many. You can barely carry yourself right now. Maybe you can't. Maybe you're struggling in life. Maybe that's why you're here. How are you going to carry somebody who doesn't want to be carried? They say that you can't change someone who doesn't want to be changed. And that's actually a lie. You absolutely positively can. But the fact is that the energy required to do so is so massive that it is almost never, and I mean 99.9%, never worth your time to do so. You should talk to people. You should see where they feel about elevating their lives. You should even push it a little bit. But if they don't want to bite, if they don't want to grab on, if they don't want to come for the ride, you got to cut them. And I can tell you right now, you're going to cut 85, 90% of your friends overnight. And you're going to end up with maybe one or two if you're lucky. And if you don't end up with any friends, that's okay. That's why you have to have that inner peace, that inner strength. Because even without friends, you're going to go out there, you're going to hop online, you're going to look for groups, you're going to look to improve yourself. You're going to do the things that need to be done that are going to get you where you want your goals to be. So do that. Cut your friends. Got to trim the fat. Get out there. Find some real fucking people. And of course, share this video with the people that you want to come on board for your team. And evaluate yourself. Look at yourself real close. See if you're a good friend. Because if you're the friend who doesn't want to jump into the bandwagons that some of your other friends have that are positive and good and could make money, then you're the problem. Fix yourself before they realize that you're the one they don't need. All right, that's been a real video, real talk, real time. God Connecticut, I'm going to see you in the next video. I make these for you. So share them. Make sure that other people see these. Because you know what will happen? Eventually we'll end up growing a community here. And these will be people that you can interact with and do business with and have friendships with. But that's not going to happen if we leave it up to the algorithm. It's only going to happen if we push it. We got to do shit. So do your part. Like, comment, subscribe. And when you put this advice into effect, when you even start to think about it, I want you to comment and let me know how things are going from time to time. Not forever. Don't look at this video now and then like 3 years from now still be giving me updates. But drop a little something here and there, over the next 6-7 months. And let me know how you're doing. How's it working for you? Because I do read the comments. And I do want to actually see you guys out there succeed. Men are having a tough time out there. And chances are your parents failed. I don't know if they failed in their life, but if they failed with you, then that's the mark of poor parenting. And it's easy to be really alone out there. So you found a place where you can help improve your life. Remember, put down the food, go out there, grab some boobs. Got Connecticut. See you in the next video.